Hey guys, what's going on? It's another beautiful night in Vegas, and today I'm taking you to the Ruth Chris Steakhouse inside the Harrahs Casino. This is a chain steakhouse with locations all over the country. Even though it's a chain, it still gets good reviews online, and maybe it's more affordable compared to other steakhouses on the strip. And with a chain, at least you usually know what kind of food you're gonna get, and it's consistent across the board. Let's go and see what they have to offer. Ruth Chris Steakhouse is located right next to Buddy V's Pizza Shop. The chef had a booth at the pizza festival I went to last week, but they only had desserts and no savory items. I ate pizza for like 4 days straight after bringing home all those leftovers from the pizza festival, so I'm still all pizzaed out. I want to try the pizza here sometime, but it's gonna be a while till I eat pizza again. Here's the dress code of this restaurant. The steakhouse is located on the second floor, and you just take these elevators to go up there. I think it's open from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day. There's plenty of seating up here, and they do have bar seating as well. I love the tall, wide open windows so you can get a wonderful view of the strip from up here. I think they might be short-staffed or something, because even though the restaurant was so empty, we still had to wait like 30 minutes for a seat. But we also didn't have any reservations either. And we were lucky to get a seat right by the window. There's also restrooms up here, so you don't have to go all the way back down to the casino. They also have a private dining area. And here's a wine case with lots of different wines to choose from. Here's a look at their wine menu. Bottles here are much cheaper than at SW Steakhouse in the Wynn, that's for sure. You can actually find bottles for less than $100 here. The most expensive one I saw was $700. Here's a look at their cocktail menu. I noticed that there's no price listed on these anywhere. If there's no price, that means it's free, right? Or maybe it's so expensive they don't want to show the price. Here's the menu with all the daily specials that you won't find on the regular menu. They even have a 3-course tasting menu here on the bottom too. Here's a look at their dinner menu. This menu also lists all the calories on the side of each item too. I think I'm gonna be eating like 5,000 calories tonight. Looks like they got various appetizers, soups, salads. And here are all their steak options. Still pretty pricey for a steak. It's cheaper than SW Steakhouse, but not as cheap as Binion's. And all the sides are separate and around 16 to 18 bucks here. Here's my view of the strip from where I was sitting. Every meal gets served with a complimentary loaf of white bread. It did take a little while for this to be brought out to us, but the waitress said it was being baked fresh. And the bread came out almost the same time as the appetizers did. But this did come out really warm, toasty, and really crunchy too. And it was quite soft and moist in the middle. Always gotta put a big old slab of butter on the bread. For our first course, we got the shrimp cocktail for $25.95. You get 4 pieces of jumbo shrimp with some cocktail sauce on the side on a bed of fresh leafy greens. The shrimp were served chilled, and you also have the choice of a Creole remoulade sauce, but we went with the classic cocktail sauce. These were pretty large pieces of shrimp and seemed high quality and fresh, but I don't really know if it's worth it for $26 though. You used to be able to get shrimp cocktails for like 99 cents at other restaurants, but cheap dining seems to be a thing of the past in a lot of these casinos nowadays. These were pretty good, but just tasted like regular shrimp and nothing too special about them. For a second course, we got the veal Osubuku Ravioli for $25.95. You get 5 pieces of ravioli with some sauteed baby spinach on the side. This is a saffron-infused pasta with white wine demi-glaze. This is really good, and I liked it more than the shrimp appetizer. It was rich, beefy, and savory tasting, and the ravioli was nicely cooked and al dente. There isn't a whole lot of filling inside though, and not the biggest of portions. Half the plate is just spinach. The short rib mac and cheese appetizer that I got at Binion's Steakhouse was almost $10 cheaper, and a much bigger portion too. That could have been a meal by itself. I've already spent $50 here in appetizers and I'm still very hungry. But it's good because I ordered a massive steak. And our steak and appetizers have arrived. For our side, we got the fire roasted corn for $16.95. The corn was hand cut, fresh off the cob, and has diced jalapenos and peppers in it. This has a bit of a kick to it and was definitely a bit spicy from all the jalapenos. This was good, but I think I could have done without all the jalapenos. I can't handle my spicy foods very well. And for our other side, we got the Agron Potatoes for $16.95. This comes with sliced Idaho potatoes with a 3-cheese blend melted on top. I forgot what the 3 cheeses were, but I assume one of them was cheddar just by looking at it. The melty cheese was so ooey and gooey, and the potatoes were quite soft. But this just tasted okay. It just tasted like regular potatoes with cheese, and nothing too crazy about this dish. And the cheese on the top didn't even have a crust on it or anything. And for our main course, we got the Cowboy Ribeye steak for a whopping $86.95. It's a 22-ounce bone-in USDA prime cut of Midwestern corn-fed beef. They put this on a 500-degree plate, and it comes out extremely hot, so make sure not to touch it or you'll burn yourself. This really comes out sizzling. You can literally hear it crackling on the plate. And they put copious amounts of butter on it too. And as if the butter that's already on the steak wasn't enough, they gave me this plate with extra melted butter on it. And this other plate is equally hot, so be careful. Man, I'm eating so much butter today, I might need a triple bypass after this meal. I ordered the steak mid-rare, and it seems to be cooked pretty nicely with a shade of pink in the middle. And the steak was tender and juicy. Well, it's hard for it not to be juicy with all that butter that's on it. And finally, we're at dessert. Here's a look at their dessert menu. They got the classics like cheesecake, creme brulee, and a couple unique things like the white chocolate bread pudding. And it looks like they have a long list of after-meal alcoholic beverages as well. For dessert, we decided to get the banana cream pie for $13.95. This has sliced caramelized bananas on top, sweet cream with even more diced bananas filling in the middle, and a baked pastry dough crust on the bottom. I thought that this was some kind of caramelized sugar dropped on the plate, but it seems like it's just part of the design of the plate and you can't actually scrape any of this stuff off. This dessert was pretty good, but it was quite heavy though, especially with all that pastry crust on the bottom. Overall, this restaurant was pretty good, and the service was good too. The only thing that took a while was the bread to come out at the beginning, but other than that, the food came out quickly. I think next time I would skip the shrimp cocktail and the Agron Potatoes, and maybe the corn as well. Or I would ask them not to put any jalapenos in the corn. If you can, I would get a seat by the window so you can have a nice view of the strip while you're eating. I noticed on the Opentable reservations website they charge $10 per person to reserve a seat by the window. But when we came, we didn't have any reservations, and we still got a seat by the window, and they actually didn't even charge us for that. So I don't know if they just forgot to charge us, or if they only charge you when you reserve a seat by the window. The total cost was a little over $200 for everything. I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Go out and eat some good food, eat some good turkey, and spend some quality time with your loved ones. There's a lot to be thankful about, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity to make these videos for y'all, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. Every day is a blessing, and I want to thank everyone for your wonderful support. I hope to make many more videos for years to come, so stay tuned, and we'll go on a journey, eating our way through every restaurant Vegas has to offer. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you want more Vegas videos, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. Tell us what your favorite steakhouse is in Las Vegas.